Toko starts writing a novel. Will they finish it? Will they ever finish it? Of course, this is actually very fitting. She should be able to finish it. She's finished plenty of them. Good day, good people. Toonlink, Dave. In this final month in the Year of the Horizon, welcome back to one of the final episodes of Season 6 of... the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Well, let me just make sure that word hits real quick. Great. It's December. And I won't say that this year went by fast, because it did not. But it went by different, very different than any other year. At least that I've been alive. But as you remember, 2 weeks ago, we had the gentlemen all duke it out in what was a revamp of the Boys' Night episode. Well, now we're going back, and it's Ladies' Night once again. Couldn't have the ladies not go at it too. Let's go ahead and introduce everyone who's here today. With Hina, Celeste, Junko, Kyoko, Mukuro, Sakura. I know it says freaking Sayaka, but I promise you the beef is over. I here do promise, I sure do. And Toko. Danganronpa 2 we have Akane, Chiaki, Crazy Hiyoko, Ibuki, Mahiru, Mikan, Peko, Sonia, and Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large. And a few souls from Ultra Despair Girls, Komaru, Genocide Jack, our light bearer, Kotoko, Monica, and Hiroka. And then we move on to V3, featuring Kaede, Angie, Himiko, Kurumi, Maki, Miu, Tenko, and Samugi. And then Danganronpa 3, which doesn't have a ton of females, but they do have Chisa, they do have Ruka, they have Seiko, and they have Mai. And then we have some etceteras, like non-AI Chiaki, can't forget about her, the light bearer, Ryoko, Kanon, our horn bearer, Sato, Natsumi, and the bunny hooded girl herself, Aiko. And that's all she wrote. That is all there was. So tell me, who's best girl? No, legit, for you, who's best girl? And then first, second, and third. And leave those in the comments, because this is the last singles episode in this simulator, which means some of these need to hit, or else you guys are gonna have a plethora of fan votes. But if they don't, they don't. And I'm okay with that. But you gotta leave those comments, because comments are important. They give me ideas. They introduce a lot of events which you may or may not see today, because this is the winter simulator. The fall events are out, the winter ones are in. Christmassy ones, snowy ones, that's what we're going for. Icy ones, all sorts of fun stuff. And we'll see some of that here today. But go ahead and leave some more winter events, because those comments, in your comments of course, because those comments are important, like this one, and that one, and even that one, which mentions some winter comments that are in the simulator now. Oh yes. So as you guys do that, I will go ahead and make my calls. In my very Christmassy hat, because it's December and I wore this hat before December. I love this hat. Give me Akane for first. You know what? I take that back. I'm done jinxing Danganronpa 2. So this time I'm gonna stay away from them and see how they do. Give me Tenko for first. Give me Ruruka for second. And give me Junko for third. And that's what I got. And you've already told me who you've got. We don't have to spin the wheel, because Mukuro was like, I'm not gonna wait as long as the Agents of Chaos and the tag teams are waiting, because they may not hit, they may not. Mukuro was like, I'm going out immediately. I guess now we just need to go ahead and what? Could it be? Goodness gracious, this is... It's a sack that says Merry Christmas. It must be sent. He left it underneath my desk. Y'all want to see what's inside? Let's find out. Oh, I'm excited for this. Oh, goodness gracious, what on earth could it... Oh. Oh. Oh, let me tell you, I cannot believe it. I've been looking for one of these all over the place. It's actually let's roll this thing. Let's get on with this. I found that bag. I've done a lot of Christmas stuff, just moving things around, but let's go ahead and roll this. One good time. And see that we're, ooh, just the once. That barcode right there does not represent things. I know how many times we were simulated. Not 6 times. Not 5 times. Not 4 times. Not 3 times. Not 2 times. But just... You ready for it? 1 time. Are you ready? I am, because we have to proceed. What awaits beyond the horizon? Who will be? Last time, it was Kaede Day, so maybe I should have picked Kaede Day. But I think in the men's episode, Makoto did pretty trash, so we'll find out. And will we have any more horn bearers? Will we have a light bearer win? I don't know, but we have to proceed to see at the start of the bloodbath. There are tributes, and they're standing on their podiums, and as they do, the horns, they doth sound. So, Sato, even though you're in this game, Rantaro, you too? You're not in this game, but you're still over here. Would you please sound the horns? Oh, very nice, very nice. Toko, Aiko, Monica, and Natsumi share everything that they've gathered before running. I need to double... Okay. There's a couple that need to hit. We'll see. Tenko grabs a chainsaw. Seiko begins to bully Mahiro relentlessly. A giant snowball, because snow is now cascading over the arena, but much to the dismay of Sakura and Mikan, a giant snowball runs them over before barreling over a cliff. So they are gonzo. Miss Maya receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Ruka runs away from the cornucopia. Celeste... stab Sayaka to death with sighs, which I shouldn't be clapping about because the beef is over. It is. But I'm not, it just fills me with such joy. I'm not gonna lie, that makes me feel absolutely glorious. But the beef's over, so I can't expound on that anymore. Kurumi falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Kurumi, you've had a trash-ish season. I think you had one decent placement, but at least there's still some tag team action. But y'all are in tomorrow. Yikes. Crazy Yoko Extra Large finds a bag full of explosives. Kyoko runs into the cornucopia and hides. Mukuro arrives at the lodge before riding on a reindeer. Interesting. Junko grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Kotoko gets down on one knee and proposes to Kanon. Before she can give an answer, Ryoko beheads Kotoko with a sword, leaving Kanon in a state of shock. Oh my gosh. Ryoko, that was... a secret achievement. It is shocking to me that Ryoko, a character who doesn't appear that often, has made her way onto both brackets. Because, and I kid you not, this was the last chance for this to happen. This was a cornucopia exclusive, a bloodbath exclusive thing. Interrupt a proposal. Ryoko, she's in. Good on her. I'm shocked. I'm legitimately shocked. There's still 2 more that could really hit in this simulator, but we'll see. We'll see if it happens. Right now, there's still 4 left, but we gotta keep going. As Ibuki and Chisa engage in a friendly knife fight, Hiroko runs away from the cornucopia. Komaru receives a vision of her dying brutally at the hands of Crazy Yoko and the light bearer Genocide Jack, her own friend. As she sees them approaching, she uses this foresight to avoid dying. Okay, just shockingly enough, there's a whole bunch of just proposals going on now as Himiko gets down on one knee and proposes to Nane Aichiaki and light bearer. Nane Aichiaki accepts the proposal and the two skip happily together, away from the cornucopia. The happy couple, the gamer and the mage. Kind of fits now that I'm thinking about it, fits really well. Kaede contemplates suicide. Don't do it, girl. Miu and Chiaki wrestle over a bag. Hina comes in and throws pocket sand at them both, allowing her to snatch the bag. I should have noted, Yuta won the Best of Boys episode. We gotta watch Hina as Akane grabs a pair of size. Angie, Samugi, and Maki get into a fight. Angie triumphantly kills the both of them. Peko decapitates Sonya with a sword. And Sato finds a teleporter and teleports her into space. Yikes. Sato, I'm always low-key rooting for you now because you are the foundation of the horns right now, but we'll proceed. To day 1. As Seiko discovers a cave, Maya works out with an abdominal snowman. Not abominable. That man is just abdominal. This is ridiculous. Hiroko sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes because it's the dead of winter, Hiroko. I've eaten ice cream, my fair share of ice cream in the dead of winter. I take it back, Hiroko. Celeste receives a fresh fruit from another sponsor. Tinko, Crazy Yoko, and Kaede make homemade weapons together. Good on those 3. Nane, I guess that makes a lot of sense. Tinko and 2 performers. She loves her some performers. Nane Aichiaki and Chisa are sitting in a tree. Kissing. Monica severely injures Kyoko and leaves her there to die. Kyoko, oh no. Angie eats dirt. Delicious. Yum. Akane sets up an ice cream shack, but nobody comes. Aiko violently shakes a tree and line to knock loose some fruit. Komaru and Kanon hunt for other tributes. Ruruko, Genocide Jack, our light bearer, and Mukuro join the Adventurers Guild and are assigned roles based on their stats. Ruruka is a righteous knight. Genocide Jack, the wizened wizard, and Mukuro the janitor. Custodial expert, rather. Mahiru seems to be dead, but it's a lie. Himiko and Junko split up to search for resources. Peko searches for a water source. Toko starts writing a novel. Will they finish it? Will they ever finish it? Of course, this is actually very fitting. She should be able to finish it. She's finished plenty of them. Ibuki, this is adorable, plays patty cake with Crazy Yoko extra large. Overcome with madness, Hina chains Natsumi to a tree and makes her watch as she drowns Ryoko. God, Hina. As Miu pimp slaps Chiaki off of a cliff, we lost. Brand new event. There's a flash sale down at Avi's Wares and Despairs. Hina, Komaru, and Mukuro go shopping in the freezer section. Kanon locks them all in, freezing them all to death. Oh gosh. Wow. I guess Hina's not winning this one. Celeste buys a sick set of nunchucks. Ruruka and Nane Aichiaki joust with shopping carts. Only Ruruka survives. That means one light bearer is down. Monica sneaks into the back rooms and finds the dead bodies of Maya and Toko. She runs out of the store, terrified, without figuring out what happened back there. Yeah, I don't know what happened back there. Seiko forgets her wallet and is kicked out of the store by security, but she's okay. Mahiru gets a 50% discount on a sick sword. Tinko and Aiko team up to catch the most sales possible. Crazy Yoko sneaks into the back and finds the dead bodies of Ibuki and Crazy Yoko extra large. She's like, what's going on? She runs out of there terrified, wondering what happened. She was like, that was me, but older. What? Huh? Also, terrifying because that's probably PTSD, because the last time that when you think of Ibuki and Crazy Yoko, you think, oh, they both perished in the same chapter. Akane buys a sick set of nunchucks. Peko takes a free sample. Nice. Natsumi shops till she drops dead. Junko takes a free sample but is unfortunately allergic. She has an allergic reaction and dies. Chisa takes a free sample. Hiroko and Angie team up to catch the most sales possible. Genocide Jack, the light bearer, Sneaks into the back room, finds the dead bodies of Kaede and Miu. She runs out of the store terrified. She was like, I don't think I didn't do that, did I? And Himiko shops till she drops dead. Now, after a terrifying day 1, 25. That is more than half of the cast. In fact, I think we have 15 left, because I think this is a game of 40, if I remember right. Okay. Strong start to the winter. Winter is coming. And so is a Claire de Lune. 4. Sakura. Mikan. Sayaka. Kurumi. Kotoko. Samugi. Maki. Sonia. Sato. Kyoko. Ryoko. Chiaki. Hina. Komaru. Mukuro. Non-AI Chiaki. Maya. Toko. Ibuki. Crazy Yoko, extra large. Natsumi. Junko. Kaede. Miu. Himiko. Well, we lost a bunch. Way more than I expected. In fact, Danganronpa 1 lost everyone but Celeste. But if you look at that another way, all of these ladies except for Celeste have a win. Okay, Danganronpa 2, everyone in their class has a win and they still have 4 people remaining. Ultra Despair Girl still has Jack, the Light Bearer, with no KOs though. Monica and Hiroko, Angie and Tenko remain for V3. Danganronpa 3 only lost Maya. And the Etc. cast only has Aiko and Canon. Didn't expect AV's Wares and Despairs. It's not the only event, so I'm surprised that it came up first and on day 1. This isn't even the first time we've had a day 1 arena event, but that's fine. I'm a little shook, but we have to proceed. I think there's 15 left. Let's go ahead. Let's go on. Because at the start of night 1, Chisa, Peko, and Canon ambush Crazy Yoko, but Crazy Yoko is able to fend them off using only a broomstick. Ruka and Angie build an igloo for shelter. Aiko encounters the ghost of Christmas yet to come and is shown many frightening visions of the future. Seiko quietly hums. Akane, Celeste, and Hiroko sleep in ships. Tenko confesses her love for Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack gives her a look of disapproval, and Mahiru buys a plush of Monica and cuddles with it. See, this was such a peaceful day. Except for this ambush, such a peaceful day. We'll proceed. Okay. Well, this is still titled the Thanksgiving Feast. That's the one thing that I forgot to change, but there's no Thanksgiving Feast events in here. It's just wintry. As Aiko stabs Tenko with a tree branch, Hiroko and Crazy Yoko get into a fight over raw meat, but Hiroko gives up and runs away. Akane severely injures Ruka but puts her out of her misery. Genocide Jack overpowers Mahiru, killing her. That's a Lightbearer kill. Oh no. Oh, interesting. Chisa, Angie, and Seiko unsuccessfully ambush Monica, Peko, and Celeste, who kill them instead. And Canon decides not to attend. So we go to day 2, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that brings us to our final 9, just double checking. So after this, it'll be just very much time. Akane steps on a Lego brick while barefoot, but she shrugs off the pain. Aiko sees a completely pale Monica washed ashore, unmoving. Aiko revives her with CPR, but doesn't stop when Monica regains consciousness. Hiroko spins so fast. She becomes a human Beyblade. Genocide Jack and Celeste hunt for other tributes. Canon confides in Crazy Yoko. Crazy Yoko takes notes so she can exploit her later. And Peko breaks out that cold weather wardrobe. We lost another 6. Which means we are at your final 9. Which means... How long? Yeah, this has been short. Oh my gosh. After this, Claire de Lune 4. Tenko. Ruruka. Mahiru. Chisa. Angie. Seiko. That is your final 9. Which means did you expect it to go that fast? I didn't expect it to go that fast, but at least this time, nope, there is a cast that's completely out, and I'm staring at V3. Well, DR3 is also completely out, but we don't need to dilly-dally about that. It's your final 9. It's less than your top 10, and shockingly, for the first time in ages, we're gonna hit Samurai Woman in this simulator. after you make your saving grace picks. The sole survivor for Danganronpa 1, Celeste. Danganronpa 2 has Akane, Crazy Yoko, and Peko. Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls has our Lightbearer still in, Genocide Jack. Monica remains, and so does Hiroko. D3 and DR3 are both completely out, but Canon and Aiko both remain as a part of the etc. So, tell me, first, second, and third. I did not expect to get here in 2 days. Right after this, I will change this from the Thanksgiving feast back to just the regular feast. But that's just a title. Everything else is just, there's some winter events shoved in there. I just forgot to change the title. First, second, and third, let it be known. We had the feast and we had an arena event in the first 2 days. It's one of those games. I don't know who. Give me Crazy Yoko first. I don't know why. But I feel it. Former tag team champ? I feel it. Give me Crazy Yoko. Give me Peko first. No, I said I wasn't gonna jinx Danganronpa 2, so let me not pick any of them. Give me... I did them so dirty last time. I'm gonna not pick... In fact, I hope they get the top 3, but I'm not gonna pick them because jinx. Give me Monica for first. For a fan vote. Give me Aiko for second, and give me Hiroko for third, because I do want a Hiroko win. I actually love Hiroko's character a whole bunch. But you made yours in the comments. After, you know, liking and subscribing and hitting the bell button, as the good subscribers do, because that's what you gotta do to make sure you don't miss these games. Like in 2 weeks, or I guess less than 2 weeks, a week from Sunday, there will be the final OC episode, and I think later that Friday actually will be the OC finale, but I can't guarantee that because I haven't finalized that. Make those picks known. You've made them known. I made mine known. I'm just trying to pad this part out just a little bit, because it's been a long time since I've been able to say in this simulator that Celeste, Akane, Crazy Yoko, Peko, Genocide Jack, Monica, Hiroko, Canon, and Aiko are all standing tall. Their pulses accelerated, their heartbeats pumping blood, each pitter-patter, each ba-boom ba-boom, at the same pace as that of a samurai woman. Oh yes, it is time. Which one of these women will prove to be a samurai woman? I don't know. Will any more secret achievements hit? I don't know. But we have to proceed to see if they do. And as we proceed, we see, oh my goodness gracious, why are y'all popping off like this? Akane starts a fire. Celeste and Peko take some pictures of the Aurora Borealis before going to sleep for the night. I didn't even know we had Aurora Borealis in the arena. Who installed that? We don't have the budget for that. I'm gonna have to put cardboard up again. Aiko, Canon, and Crazy Yoko, who I might have jinxed, by initially picking her, unsuccessfully ambush Hiroko, our Lightbearer, and Monica. Genocide Jack is racking up KOs. Because those are shared, they could all come to the finale with Genocide Jack. That's something to watch. But now we are down to what, our final 6? It's time for the day. It's day 3. As Celeste makes a wooden spear, Peko sleeps through the day away from everyone else. Genocide Jack receives a first aid kit from the comments section. You guys really love the Lightbearers. I didn't know y'all are really rooting for Genocide Jack. She probably killed some of your favorites. Akane spins a day ticket on Monica, and Hiroko's unknown sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not gonna do that bit again. We'll proceed. We lost 3. In an unsuccessful ambush, it is truly a terrible turnabout. 4. Aiko, Canon, Crazy Hyoko. And we'll look at everybody's statuses. It's the final 6, so we still get to hit some more Samurai Woman. It's been a long time since we've hit Samurai Woman for 2 proceeds in a row. We got Jack with 4 KOs, Monica with 7, my goodness, and Hiroko with 3, Peko with 4, Celeste with 4, and Akane with 1. In fact, are these all like survivors of ambushes? And Akane? Might be. We'll go ahead and continue, because look. At this point, Monica could get you the fan vote. Anyone else is a fresh face. We still have secret achievements that could hit, but for right now, we don't know if they will. So we just have to go ahead and hit that samurai woman and see what happens beyond the horizon as we proceed to, what are we going to, night 3? Night 3, yes. And at the start of night 3, Peko finds an Etch-a-Sketch. Somehow, and ends up breaking it in frustration. Monica has no weaknesses. She's here to get you guys another fan vote. You lost a potential one just earlier to Ryoko. Now she's trying to get you one back. Celeste, Akane both start kicking Genocide Jack to Lightbearer. Hiroko finishes her nighttime coffee before joining in as we proceed to day 4. Akane finds a magic staff brimming with arcane energy. Using a spell of her own making, she kills Peko. Genocide Jack and Celeste kiss under the mistletoe. Now that's some good old squad homemade kissing? Question mark. And you know, I'm not furious because it's that time of the year. Notice how I didn't go off because it is fine to hang up some mistletoe. Now it is December. Put it all up. Put it all up. Hiroko goes hunting and Monica's unknown sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends, which means we only lost ourselves a Peko. Just the one soul. And it's still, I love Peko. She's one of my favorites. She's definitely in my top 20. Might be in my top 10. If I had to do that ranking system again, I feel like it would be all fluctuated. But for right now, it's a terrible turnabout for her. Peko. And now, if we say everybody's statuses, it's Celeste is almost a 1v1. No, it's not. Ultra Virgos is actually crushing it now that I'm looking at it. They only lost 2 people. And Kotoko was in the bloodbath. She was a part of the secret achievement, but unfortunately she wasn't the one who hit it. Komaru was gone early too, and these 3 have just been surviving and slaughtering. My gosh. Their district might have the most KOs, which is nuts because they're the smallest, next to the smallest district. But yeah, it's your final 5. 1 from Danganronpa 1, 1 from Danganronpa 2, and then 3 from Ultra Despair Girls. My favorite installment, if I'm being completely honest. I loved Ultra Despair Girls, but it's our final 5, and you know what that means. That Celeste, Akane, Genocide Jack, Monica, and Hiroko are all caught in what I would love to call, what you would love to call, and what this, there we go, one resimulation would love to call a crisis of fate. What fate lies beyond the one resimulation? Let's proceed and find out. To night 4. Hiroko ain't afraid of no ghosts. You thought it was Akane, but it was me, Dio. Genocide Jack stabs Monica straight to the heart. Genocide Jack walks away satisfied as Celeste questions her own sanity. No fan vote, but Genocide Jack could bring a whole chuck of people, a whole ton of people with her. Will she? Let's proceed and find out. To day 5, Akane fishes. Genocide Jack offers to sell her friendship to Hiroko, and Celeste jumps in a pile of leaves, not knowing that there's a landmine lying below her. Ugh. So who didn't? We were supposed to bag these leaves. Who didn't bag them, Celeste? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, because now that's a terrible turnabout. A very unfortunate turnabout. An oh so terrible turnabout for Monica. Celeste, who was so close to having her first win, but not today. Kaito got closer. He got super robbed. But now it's a 3-way battle between Akane, the Lightbearer, who could bring 5 people with her. I think 4 actually, because I know one of those is Monica and she's already on the bracket. And then, of course, Hiroko. Akane, who hasn't won in ages. Genocide Jack, who hasn't won in a little while. And Hiroko, she just needs a win. She needs one. She needs one. But it's still a crisis of fate. Events could still hit. Surprisingly enough. Will they hit? I don't know, but let's find out. Let's proceed to see. It's your final 3. I might have to change the music knowing this simulator. They are not all in a single event, and I think they all survive because as Hiroko's begging desperately. Despite that desperate begging, Akane decides to leave her campsite. She's like, no, I'm done with that. Genocide Jack makes a hot stew for dinner before bedding down for the night. Alright, okay. Day 6? Day 6. Holy heck, Genocide Jack strangles Akane after a fist fight. Are we gonna have a repeat of what happened with Kaito losing? Second place was the Light Bearer, as Hiroko collects fruit from a tree. Ultra Despair Girls crushed. They got first and second. That's all I can say about that. But we'll proceed. We lost one. She hasn't won in a long time and she's not winning today either, but she could get taken to the finale if Genocide Jack wins. It is a Claire de Lune. I'm sorry, a terrible turnabout for Danganronpa 2 Sole Survivor, Akane. And that leaves us with 2, and it's Ultra Despair Girls. And you know what? One of them is apparently going to be Best Girl. Will it be? She could legitimately be the best. She could bring 5 people with her, and she's our light bearer. Or will Hiroko shut down the lights? Will she snuff out the lights like Maya did before her just last episode? Just last episode, my gosh. So I don't know. Did Jack kill one of your favorite characters? Because she could bring them with her if she wins. But I'll ask. Just who? Will it be? It will be Ultra Despair Girls. Will it be one of the Ultra Despair Girls, Genocide Jack? The Light Bearer made it so far after this nuts game, absolutely nuts. Or will it be Hiroko? I don't know. Jack or Hiroko? Jack, former champion of champions. Danganronpa Hunger Games champion of champions. Hiroko never won a game. I don't know. But there's only one way to find out. Let's go ahead and let's hit proceed. See? Will Jack bring 5 people with her? Or 6 if she kills Hiroko? Or will Hiroko snuff out the light? Will she turn out the lights? We'll proceed, and we will see with certainty and with clarity that the light is shut down as Hiroko shoots a poisonous dart into Genocide Jack's neck, slowly killing her. And it's a shame. It is a whole shame for our squad homie Genocide Jack. She almost made it, and she almost made it with a plethora of people. But Hiroko had other plans. And other plans, as you can see right here, were not a terrible turnabout. Instead, they were plans of victory. Plans of success. Because your winner, representing Ultra Despair Girls, for the first time, Hiroko takes the win. Well, you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at it. Congratulations to Hiroko and for Ryoko for hitting that secret achievement. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's your top 10. Hiroko with 4 KOs. Genocide Jack with 2. Akane with 3. Celeste with 4. Or with in 4th. Look at the KOs for the top 6. 4, 6, 2. 4, 7, 4. That's nuts. Sometimes there's just like slim pickings for KOs at the top. The ladies went off. Hiroko in 1st, Jack in 2nd. Our light bearer, she pulled a Kaito. That's a shame. Akane in 3rd. Celeste in 4th. Monica in 5th. Peko in 6th. Crazy Yoko 7th. Cannon in 8th. Aiko in 9th. And rounding off your top 10, you never sleep on her, it's Seiko. And those are your top 10 ladies. That's just proven. That's your top 10 ladies. As we go down, we'll scroll down. We'll keep looking. Keep looking at all. Look at it. It's so beautiful. All the way down to Sakura, who I love with a passion, who's just not been doing great this season. But we'll proceed. No extra people. Genocide Jack. Who did Genocide Jack leave out? It started with Sakura and Mikan getting barreled over by that snowball, and it ended with Hiroko snuffing out the light. Poisonous dart took out Jack, won the game, and she could win the title. I'd be okay with that. I love Hiroko, if I'm being completely honest. We'll proceed. Monica with 7. She went off. She didn't even have to go off, but she went off. Jack with 6. Celeste, Hiroko, and Pekka with 4. Akane and Angie with 2. Everyone else with 1 or less. But I want to see, who did we miss out on? We missed out on Mahiru, Aiko, Kanon, Crazy Yoko, and Akane, which would have been a nice little addition, a nice little cast addition. But that ain't how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. We'll go back to the reaping, and I can bring up the singles bracket. 4 events did not hit, but we still have another singles episode to go. 2 of them two of them can't hit. 2 of them cannot hit. So you'll have 2 definite fan votes added. 2 of them could hit though. 2 of them could hit. So there we go. 2 more. So you have 2 more fan votes definite. I won't reveal which ones those will be, but we also have 2 more achievements that could hit in the other simulator. And that's going to be a big episode, so we'll have to wait and see. That's it. That's all she wrote until tomorrow. Tomorrow, which should be a fun time. This was a fun time. This was a nuts time. It started off ridiculously. Day 1, we lost 26, and then day 2, were we at the saving grace pick or day 3? Might have been day 3, I don't recall. But it went nuts. It went crazy. And I loved every second of it. Congratulations, Hiroko. She deserved that. And now I think all of the Ultra Despair girls have gotten a win. Toko's won in preseason. She's won technically twice in preseason. She's almost the queen of preseason wins. Komaru. Kokichi would be the king though. Komaru and Jack have both held the titles. Monica has definitely won numerous times. She's on the bracket already. And now Hiroko. All of the Ultra Despair girls, they got wins. Good on them. Good on them. So I actually really do like that result. They deserved it. That's my game. I love them. I love that game. That's great. Stay classy. Year of the Horizon until tomorrow, which is off kilter just a little bit. Because I was playing around with letters, because it's almost the end of the Year of the Horizon, and I'm gonna miss it. I will. This could not have been a better year to say, who knows what awaits beyond the horizon? Could have never guessed. Could have never guessed with this 2020. But we're here, and that's all that matters. Stay classy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Year of the Horizon, it still marches on. Toodaloo. Like, thanks for watching.